We start with the trigger chapter. The water trigger. A trigger is a PLSQL block that is stored in the database and fired in response to the specific event is occurred. Okay, like when you go for the insert, update, delete. So in that situation, your trigger is fired or trigger is happened. It is working when any kind of DML operation is happened. The Oracle database automatically execute a trigger when specified condition has occurred. Like for defining a trigger can be defined on the table, a view, a schema, or the database. Okay, so it can be defined on the table, it can be defined in the view, it can define in the schema, like we're creating a different schema like HR schema were created, and you can apply it to the different table. In the HR schema we're creating different table, we apply it on that trigger also. Trigger event type. So when the trigger is happened, you can write a trigger that fire whenever one of the following operation occur in the database. A data manipulation statement like delete, insert, and update. A data definition statement like create, alter, and drop. A data operation such as server error, log on, log off, startup, shutdown. So in that point also your trigger is fired. Then a triggering event statement is a SQL statement. The user causes the trigger to fire, like when it is happened, when your insert, update, delete is there, create, alter, drop statement. When you are writing that, at that timing also trigger is fired. A database startup or instance shutdown. So when you are creating a database and you want to stop the instances, like your view, so in that sector also trigger is stop here. And specific error message or any error message is happened. So there is a two type of trigger. We have to go for the database trigger, which we are covered here. It fire when any DML operation or DDL operation is happened. Another is your application trigger. So application trigger fire whenever an event occur with a particular application. Okay, like you are creating some kind of application in PLSQL code, you are defining according to your requirement. So in that sector, your application trigger is fired. So these are types of trigger. Application trigger execute implicitly when the particular data manipulation language event occurs within the application. Then in a particular application, if any DML operation is performed, an example of the application that uses the trigger extensively is an application developed by the Oracle Form Developer. Database trigger execute implicitly when any of the following event occur. Okay, so database trigger is automatically it is fired, like DML operation on a table, DML operation on a view with an instead of trigger. There is another trigger is present that is called the instead of trigger. Why it is used we discuss. DDL statement such as create and alter statement. In that sector also you were creating a trigger. This is the case no matter which user is connected, which application is used. Database trigger also execute implicitly when some user action or database system action occur. Database trigger can be a system trigger on the database or schema. Trigger fire for each event for all user. Okay, so understood this part when the trigger is fired. So when we're using, okay, so business application scenario for implementing the trigger. Just a minute. So you can use a trigger for the security. In the security, for the security purposes, you are using auditing. At the time of audit your application, whether you are giving the correct data or not, at that timing also you are using data integrity for checking the data consistency and correctness of your information. In that sector also we are using auditing, then referential integrity, like for the parent and child, like for the what primary key and foreign key concept. In that sector we're also using referential integrity. Table replication, when you are want to copy the information and you have the like snapshot of that particular table. In that sector also trigger is fire. Computing derived data automatically, and another is event logging. So these are the following scenarios are present for implementing trigger. The business application scenario for implementing trigger. One is the Oracle server allow the table access to the user row. Okay, so trigger allow the table access according to the data value. So those are the user is having a rights to get the information from a table, so they can get the information. So that is called security. Auditing is what the Oracle server track the data operation on the table. Trigger track the value for the data operation on the table. That is auditing. Next is data integrity. The Oracle server enforces the integrity constraint, whether your data is correctly present or not. Trigger implement complex integrity rule. Table replication, the Oracle server copy the table asynchronously into the snapshot. Okay, that is called the replication. Replication means it is a copy of a table. You have a like Xerox copy. The similar way, table replication is just like that. Derived data, you can say it is like a view. The Oracle server computes the derived data value manually. Trigger compute derived data value automatically. Automatically, it is evaluate the derived data. Event logging. The Oracle server log the event explicitly. Trigger log the event transparently. So the Oracle, when you are using a Oracle server, then any kind of event is happen like insert, update, delete. So it is happen explicitly that you have to define it. Like you have to mention the insert, update, delete. But here trigger log event are used transparently. It is automatically happen. We are giving some kind of timing point when to insert, when to update, or when to delete. Then what is the type of trigger we're using here? Available trigger type. One is simple DML trigger, like before, after, instead of. So these are the different three different type of trigger we're using. One is compound trigger, non-DML trigger, like DDL event trigger and database event trigger. So these are the triggers are available: before, after, instead of, compound trigger, non-DML trigger like DDL event trigger and database event trigger. Then trigger event type and body. A trigger event type determine which DML statement causes the trigger to execute. The possible events is happen in the table. One is insert statement, update statement, and delete statement. A trigger body determine what action is performed and what is and is PLSQL block or call to the procedure. Okay. So when you are working on the trigger, there is 3 different timing point is available. You can specify the triggering timing as to whether to run the trigger action before or after the triggering statement. One is before statement, it executes the trigger body before the triggering DML event on a table. Another is after, it execute the trigger body after the triggering DML event. Next is instead of, it execute the trigger body instead of triggering statement. When the instead of is used, when you are using a view, view contain the subset of a table, means it is retrieve all the record from the different table. If you want to update the view, when you update the view, it means the information is also updated in the main table. So through the subset of data, suppose you are hiring something and you are changing over there. So that means what? If it is reflected to the main table or master table, then it cannot be directly happen. So that we are using instead of trigger. So by using of instead of trigger, when you do any kind of modification on the subset of data, it is also reflected in the main table. So you cannot do any kind of modification in the view. So for that reason, we are using instead of trigger here. So before triggering timing is frequently used in the following situation. When it is used to determine whether the triggering statement should be allowed to complete, the eliminate unnecessary processing, enable or rollback causes, and next is to derive the column value before completing the insert update statement. Then next point is to initialize global variable flag and validate complex business rules. So in the 3 part, we're using this trigger. After trigger are frequently used in the following situation: to complete the triggering statement before executing the triggering action, to perform the different action on the triggering statement if a before trigger is already present. The instead of trigger, it is a transparent way for modifying a view. So basically instead of trigger is used for modifying a view that cannot be modified directly by the SQL DML statement. Through the SQL statement, you cannot directly modify it, so that we are using DML statement. Because a view is not always modifiable, you can write the appropriate DML statement inside the body, and often instead of trigger to perform the action directly on the underlying table or view. So here we are using this instead of trigger. So that here we are using instead of trigger, it is a modified data in which DML statement has been used against inherently updatable view. These trigger are called instead of trigger because unlike the other trigger, the Oracle server fire the trigger instead of executing the triggering statement. It's just like that. For updating any view, you use the instead of trigger, as because through the view, when you cannot update the directly on the table, so that we are taking the help of instead of trigger. So when you are using a instead of trigger, the your view is updated and your new record is inserted in the table. Then what is the status of a trigger? A trigger is neither. Trigger is either in the two different distinct mode. One is your enabled, the trigger runs the trigger action if the triggering statement is issued. Another is disabled. To making the trigger disabled, disabled keyword is used. So there is a two status is present. Then testing a trigger, test each trigger data operation as well as non-triggering data operation, test each case of the when clause, the cause of the trigger to fire directly from the basic data, test the effect of the trigger, no other trigger, test the effect of other trigger on the triggers. So we are using testing the trigger here. If you want to get the trigger, we're using user underscore object display the object information, user underscore all underscore data trigger display the trigger information, user underscore error display the PL/SQL syntax error. That is showing you user underscore error information. If you want to get a trigger information like that, you are using a describe command. Here also we can use the describe command. Describe user underscore triggers. Okay, so it is all about your triggers. Now, okay, so it is a theory that we cover. In the next class, I will cover all the what the practical part. Okay, maybe I will not present on the 28 and 29. So Friday I will take the classes. Okay, and Friday it will be over. Okay, Shefali.